We dance as the city roars. Tune in loud, turn up some more. Cincinnati show, it's time to play. Sports with strawberry ice today. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. CTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry icy's on the mic, energy, it's pure delight. Every touchdown, every goal. Feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Every touchdown, every goal. Feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Feel the crowd, it's electric now. Shouting loud, they all know how. The CTV got what we crave. Sports with ice, it's waves and waves. Tigers strike and Bengals roar. Every game we want some more. Tune it in and feel the thrill. Strawberry ice, he's giving chills. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. TTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ice, he's on the mic, energy, it's pure delight.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show here at 12:46 in the afternoon. I had to jump on because of all the news and happenings with Trey Hendrickson. I'm seeing stuff out there that we might trade him for a third-round pick. I'm not liking that at all whatsoever. The Commanders have informed two-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Jonathan Allen today that he's being released per sources. That's somebody they could go out and sign. If they're going to trade Trey for a third-round pick, then they should just sign him because it will not be worth it whatsoever. I don't care what Trey wants. You are not replacing Trey Hendrickson for a third-round pick. You're going to have a hard time replacing Trey Hendrickson if you get a second-round pick, to be honest. The free agents that are out there, you got Trayvon Sweat, who I like to get. I'm trying to figure out the guy from the Washington Commanders. I wish I could. I think he's from the Commanders that's out there that they could possibly get. I'm getting there on the Gridiron grading their list of free agents here. These guys are all, let's see here. Inside linebacker, Osage Alzaweri. That would be one. Two, he's got a 93 score. He's an edge for the Cowboys. Does it say how old he is? That's what I'm trying to figure out. They got him, that's their fourth rank. Their top rank is Josh Sweat. He's an edge. You got Tier Tart, who we passed on him last year. Milton Williams, Joey Bosa, Chase Young is on there too. This is where if you're going to trade, if they do go through this and they trade Trey Hendrickson, they better get a boatload back because it's not going to be worth it to trade him. I just don't see how they're going to get anybody that would replace him unless they do this, unless they trade him, get a second round pick, and they're going to go out and they're going to sign Josh Sweat. They're going to sign a top flight interior lineman like Ojeweri. That'd be fine. You go out and sign Chase Young, go out and sign Joey Bosa, add four guys to really bolster this defensive line. It just, the more I thought about it, the more boggles my mind. It's like, I know they signed Geno Atkins, so he put that out there on tag me on Twitter. They signed Geno Atkins, and for 3 more years, they only got like 14 sacks out of him. So I get it. They got bid on that, but Trey Hendrickson has not shown any signs of slowing down. And the thing is, I don't know what Trey wants. I mean, I was thinking, honestly, his top would be like 30 million. I was thinking more like 27, 28 is what I was thinking. But I think this whole Max Crosby thing really opened his eyes like, holy crap, I can get even more money. And like I said, I would never get mad at anybody, any player, for trying to get the most money he can. But at this same point in time, you got to look at the Bengals. Got to look at it this way: if you are going to revamp this defense altogether, which is pretty much what they're going to do. Like I was thinking about this at work. Our defense side of the ball is basically back to square one. We are back to where we were almost when Zach Taylor started here. I mean, you got Logan Wilson, you got Jordan Battle, Cam Taylor-Britt, who people can say what they want. I know he had a bad year, but I'm hoping he comes back. Guys that are veteran and have played well. Dax Hill, hopefully he'll play good. We don't know because how he comes back from his knee. I'm just going back to our defense, because if they're not going to sign B.J. Hill, because I haven't heard any rumors about them signing B.J. Hill, we got the rookies Chris Jenkins and McKinley Jackson, who did okay. I mean, hopefully they do better in the second year. Again, we don't know that. I mean, that's where this defense is. All the good stuff that they from 21 and 22 offseason, they did great. Their drafts were pretty good. Their free agency, they kicked ass. The last 2 years have really hurt this team. And I'll just think about this last night at work, that our defense is almost all the way back to where it was when Zach Taylor got here. And that's a lot to fix, which I've said this a million times. You only got to get up to, middle of the pack, which I think they can do that. But I still think they could do that, but even if they don't keep Trey, but they got to get everything right. They got to get a lot of stuff right. And they haven't got a lot of stuff right in the last 2 years. That's been the problem. Wing, what's up? Let's see here. Esther's commenting. This is awful. Trey is not a demanding guy. He's not asking for too much. He's asking it from the wrong people, the Bengals organization. I like to know what he's asking, because he can ask for what Max Crosby got. I don't think he expects to get that. Because, I mean, if you want to break it down what Trey Hendrickson is a pass rusher. That's what he is. He is not a run defender. I mean, they drop him back sometimes, but he's a pass rusher. That's what he is. So if you're just a pass rusher, which I hate saying just a pass rusher for a guy who led the NFL in sacks, you're not going to get the top dollar, but you're going to get a lot of damn money. And that's where I don't know what Trey's asking. Like I said, from what I heard before all this happened, I thought it was, between 27 and maybe 30 million. Did the Bengals not have that in mind? I don't know. I don't know what the Bengals had in mind. I'm not sure what Trey had in mind. Adam, what's up? Yeah. What's the odds? Trey, next 4 years, gets 13 to 17 sacks. Big risk when we have so many holes in the D. I agree. I mean, it is. That's why I'd like to know what – we're never going to find this out. But what is Trey asking for? Because they got to be pretty far apart for the Bengals to tell him to go seek a trade, because the Bengals don't do that. I don't remember the last time the Bengals let somebody seek a trade. I don't know if they've ever let anybody seek a trade. Kevin, yes, next time I go to Blue Giant Stadium, I'm trying to go to the R-Bar. I got you. But just some of the stuff I'm hearing now. James Rapine wrote an article last night, I think it was, where Atlanta is interested in where they might swap picks. We can swap 17, a first round 17 for their 15, plus we get their second round pick. So we'd move up and add a second round pick. I mean, I love they throw Jesse Bates in there as well. That would be awesome, but I think that's asking too much. I would be okay. I'm probably not going to be happy with anything that they get, because you can't trade Trey Hendrickson and get equal value. You're just not going to. And the problem with the Bengals are not coming from any leverage, even to trade Trey. He's 30 years old. They got to sign whatever team gets him, he's got to sign him to a contract extension. So that's where all the leverage is on the other team. Again, that's why the Bengals should just work it out and sign Trey. Just sign him. I mean, I would not. It could be years. I was just talking about signing because he's under contract this year, and I know some people put it out there. He's under contract now. Just make him play. You don't really want to do that and have a disgruntled guy in there. Not that Trey would be disgruntled, but he's been very genuine, saying, "Look, I just want a contract to help my family out, and if it's here, great. If it's not, if they're not," and he said this on McAfee's show, "if they're not going to extend me, then trade me." He wants to get somewhere and get a long-term contract. That's what he wants, and he wants to win a Super Bowl. They'd love to do it here, but if it's not here, like he said on the McAfee show, he hopes they trade him and the trade would help the Bengals as well, which I just keep racking my brain. I'm like, I can't think of one trade that would help the Bengals right now win a Super Bowl if you trade Trey Hendrickson. I just can't. I mean, the best one I heard, like I said, is a first round. We swap picks. We go from 17 to 15 with Atlanta, and we get their second round pick. So that gives us 7 picks total and a higher first round. I mean, that part would be okay. But the thing is, they have to go. I mean, I want to think if you guys can remember, I think it's 2021, I think. That's when we signed like 5 free agents. It was we got DJ in 20, I think. DJ's in 20, but we got Mike Hilton. I can't remember. I know we got Trey Hendrickson the year after that. There's one year we signed a whole bunch of free agents, and they hit on all of them. Mike Hilton was part of that group. Why can't I remember who they are? But that's what they're going to have to do in this offseason. But the thing is, they need impact guys. And they have plenty of money. That's what kills me. They have plenty of freaking money. I'm like, I wish the Bengals, and I love this is my little rant here, because the window, the Super Bowl window, if like looking at the defensive side of the ball, if just for some reason when they came out that they were talking about trading Trey Hendrickson, that defense just got obviously way worse. And my optimism went way down. Now, it could change next week if they go all in on free agency, because you also got to sign at least 1 guard, hopefully 2. I mean, if you get on free agency, I want 2. I mean, this is what I want. If you're going to trade Trey and you're going to save $10 million or 10.9 or whatever it is, and you have that money to go into free agency, then I want 2 edges, an interior lineman, and two guards. That's what I want, and maybe a cornerback, or maybe go get another edge. I mean, you get Bosa and Chase Young and Sweat. Get all 3 of those, and then interior defensive linemen, because that way Bosa and Young, they don't have to have as many snaps. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to some of the chats here. What's up, Daddy Ron? What's good? Early morning, yeah. Well, yeah, you're out in Zona. It's what time is it here now? It's 12. Almost 1 o'clock here. So, like I said, I got a show later on today with John Sheeran, but I had to get this out because I'm like, when I saw 3rd round pick, I was just like, oh my goodness. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, please, and subscribe as well. Let's see here. Wing, as for BJ, they are not in talks. They are doing the exact same thing to BJ they did to DJ. Great. With no communication. So to be continued. Which and Wing, Esther, I think they might be moving on from BJ. I mean, unless there's a whole bunch of guys out there that are under 30. Now I suggest Joe Goodberry won the internet. I saw it last night at work. Go find his Twitter. he took a clip from Moneyball. I don't know how the heck he did it. It's some AI stuff. And talked about 3 pass rushers that we could get for about the same price we pay Trey. And I cannot remember what they are, but I highly recommend watching that because you never know what they might do. Michael, what's up? Outside of Sweat, I'm sorry, free agent defense isn't great. I'm looking at the list right here, Michael. That's kind of. I mean, you got, like I said, you got Bosa and you got Chase Young. Oh, where'd it go? Go back up here. My internet work here. Yeah. Sweat Tart. I see her edges. Bosa, they got him on there. Joe Tyro, I don't even know who that is. Bart Browning, Chase Young, Malcolm Corntz, Khalil Mack, which I mean, hey, Khalil Mack would be another one that would be good to get. I mean, he's older. Hassan Reddick, Aziz Olare. Yeah. We got Javon Hargraves, but he's interior. Here's another edge. DeMarcus Lawrence. Let's see here. Derek Barnett. I mean, none of these. Yeah. I mean, we're getting farther and farther down. I got Cam Sample, which, hey, we got to re-sign to Cam Sample. I got Sheldon Rankins on there. He's interior. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't. Hey, Carl Lawson's on there too. We can bring him back. But yeah, it's farther I go down, the worse it gets. I mean, your top guys, which is funny. I got Tier Tart on there. We talked about him a couple years ago, but they have. Oh, and I know who he is. I can't. Osage Ozolare. I think I know I'm messing his name up. And Josh Sweat, interior defense line at edge. If you can go and get those two. Those are the 2 top guys at the top of the list. And that's, to me, what you hit. What else are they going to do if they trade Trey? Because, I mean, I would love, this is kind of what I said last year when they let my boy DJ Reader leave. I would have liked to keep him and keep Rankins. Now, Rankins had the year he had, but I would have rather had, DJ Reader and Rankins next to him. Let's see here. You guys are blowing it up. Hold on a second. Let me get to that's what Natty Ron. The way ownership runs this team, it just drives me crazy. And that's it's like I said this like my little 2-cent rant last night before I went to bed. I am waiting because there were more talks that, well, they might not sign Trey. Trey might. If you watch the internet and watch the different articles that were coming up, people were saying that the talks with Trey might not be going on. So I wasn't completely shocked that they gave Trey permission. But then for me, I start going like, okay, then what do we do? What do we want to get for him? Who can we get? What's the next step? I'm hoping they pull it back. I'm hoping maybe Trey goes out there and he doesn't get what he is expecting. I don't think that's going to happen because he's the leader in sacks in the NFL. People are going to pay him. So, I don't know. Let's see here, Daddy. It seems it was fun. I had to send that to my best friend. Oh, you saw the video? Yeah. That was good. Esther, yep, they're playing chicken with no backup plan again. And Esther, we talked about this. That's what they've done the last 2 years. That's the thing. And it's like, you're doing it again. It's like, we let DJ go, like, let's get Sheldon Rankins. Well, that didn't work. We lost Von Bell. Let's go get Nick Scott. That didn't work. It's like, don't do it again. I mean, I was hoping you are learning from your mistakes, and you can't keep banging your head against the wall. The wall's going to win. That's what's happened the last 2 years. Our best team was 2 years ago that we lost in the AFC Championship game to the Chiefs because their offensive line was hurt. And then the year after that, Burrow gets hurt. And then last year, it's like we let too many freaking people go. It's like you cannot keep letting talented people leave. Like, especially when you haven't done good in the draft. It's just like, I'm just, Dustin, what's up? As discussed, as I have been, as we discussed, again, excuse me, as we discussed, I have been team trade Trey or T for assets, but the vibes of this offseason is just bad. It doesn't make you realize ownership simply hasn't changed and aren't going to change. I can't argue with that. I mean, I'd like to. I mean, all I'm hoping is I don't know. I keep hoping that something will happen. I just go back to how much did you think Trey wanted? You know, I mean, that's the thing. It's like he had back-to-back years of 17 or more sacks. Back-to-back years. You have the best pass rusher in football by stats. Stats, he's the best pass rusher in football right now. How much did you think it would cost you? And you've got enough money to sign everybody. We've said this over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm just wondering what do the Bengals think? Do they think that they've gotten to a certain point where players are just going to take less money to stay here? Because that's not true. What's up, stranger? I mean, they want to win, but they want their money. They want security. I've said this. I mean, Sam Hubbard played 7 years. That's it. That's all Sam Hubbard plays, 7 years. That's about, I think, average is less than 5. You know, these guys, I keep saying this, when you have a chance to get your money. Because you're one blown out knee away because it's not guaranteed. They're starting to get into guaranteed money now. Well, most of them aren't guaranteed. As you said, Trey's agent is heading to Detroit. Well, I kind of said that yesterday. I can totally see, because Detroit was talking about, Detroit fans were talking about trading for Myles Garrett, which I still don't know if the Browns are going to trade Myles Garrett, to be honest. And the whole rumor of trading Trey Hendrickson for Myles Garrett, I would be down for that in a heartbeat. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see that happening. I love Trey. I think we'd have to give up something else to get Myles Garrett for Trey Hendrickson. But getting back to Detroit, that was one that I said yesterday on the show that I could see, because they're looking for another bookend for their other guy, which I forgot his name again. But I could see that, but I don't want to give Trey away for a third-round pick. Look. If you're gonna give away for a third-round pick, you might as well just make him play out the contract. Which I said you shouldn't do, but a third-round pick doesn't do anything. I mean, you're not gonna, more than likely, you're not gonna find Trey Hendrickson in the third round. You might find him in the first, maybe. Now, I know he was a lower draft pick, and he took a little while to develop, and he was on special teams in New Orleans. He didn't really blossom until he got here. So that's the thing, too, is just because you draft guys in the first round doesn't mean they're going to be instant plug-and-play guys. I mean, I've said that, we got to get plug-and-play guys, but it doesn't always happen. It takes a year or so for some guys to develop. Esther, Detroit will pay him more than a low ball offer from us once his agent or player gets on the plane. It's over. Well, the thing is, too, the Bengals have to agree to it. So it's not the same as when DJ got on the plane. I kept screaming, "Don't get on the plane." He was a free agent. He could leave. Now the Bengals would be like, "All right, fine, whatever, take him." I don't know what the Bengals are thinking. They could. I have no idea. Natty Ron, he's only getting $18 million this contract. Yeah. Oh, he took a really friendly team deal. That's why his agent screwed him last time. You know. Adam, You can't argue down anything he wants. He's the best D in the football. Yeah. Yeah. Stats wise, everything. He's the best D in the football. Dustin, ownership is like having a friend getting arrested for the same mistakes. Mindsets are hard to change. That is where the human element comes in, and I think we'll forget that. We forget that. Like I made this statement yesterday. I wish the Bengals wanted to win a Lombardi as badly as they want to win contracts. They want to win every single contract. They don't want to feel like they got shafted in any way. Anyway, and people who come back and say, well, Joe Burrow should have taken less money. Bull bleep. Joe Burrow is still underpaid. Dak Prescott makes more money than he does. Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in football. Joe Burrow is the reason we have any shot of going to the Super Bowl. So for people, and I'm not saying anybody in the chat has said that. I just know people like, oh, Joe should take less money. No. Joe shouldn't take any less money. Jamar shouldn't take any less money. Trey shouldn't take. No, they're all good. They all earn their money. Esther, I'm doing Miles. Oh, you're doing Miles Garrett camp if you. Hey, cool. Tell him to come to Cincinnati. I'm surprised Stone got signed. We could have done better. Oh, yeah, well, he got signed last year. They might get rid of him. I don't know. What do you ask for? I'll be asking for. Oh, yeah, I'll be asking for a raise too, for sure. P. Crawley, you're new, or maybe not new, but you I don't remember you have making comments for. Anyway, welcome to the show. Time to boycott the team now. Let's not wait until Burrow demands a trade. I'm not there yet. Because, like I said, I am, and that's the thing, is I thought ownership learned from the last time. Because, I mean, unfortunately, right now, I'm old. When we drafted Carson Palmer, we had that team in 2005 for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl team, we thought Carson got injured, and we slowly went down and down and down and down. And this one, we had it for 2 years. Went to AFC Championship, Super Bowl with the AFC Championship game. And now it feels like it's going down and down. It's like, and I was hoping, like, for what I got more encouraged by what Duke Tobin said. Now, what Duke Tobin says and what Katie and Troy do could be two different things, because Katie and Troy are the ones in charge of the contracts, not Duke Tobin. And Katie, unfortunately, learned from Mike. And I thought, well, I don't know why I thought that. I was hoping. I mean, because the dumb thing is they did this to themselves. That's what's so stupid about this. If they would have signed T 2 years ago, it would have been cheaper. They would have signed Jamar last year, it would have been cheaper. And all they would have had to do is worry about signing Trey. That's what's so frustrating. Why are you guys doing the same stupid crap? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm like, you have a chance. Did you not see what the Chiefs just done? They've won the AFC West. They went to AFC championship. Try to talk here. They went to the AFC championship game 7 years in a row. Seven. We went twice. We should have been there the last 2 years. We should have. Now, well, maybe not last year because Joe got hurt. Should have been there this year. Should have been close. Should have. When you got generational talent, you have Hall of Fame players. Joe Burrow doesn't come around there all the time. Jamar Chase doesn't come around all the time. These guys those two alone, and I know they're really short into the career, but unless they get injured, which I hope they don't, career injury, Joe Burrow's going to be the best quarterback the Bengals have ever had. Jamar Chase is going to be the best wide receiver they've ever had, ever, from 1968 to now. And they're blowing it. At least it feels like it. I hope, and like I said, I'm holding out hope. And this is me hanging on by my fingernails before I lose my you know what? They get a good trade for Trey, or maybe Trey finds it. He doesn't get what he wants, which I keep saying that, but somebody's going to pay him. Somebody's going to pay Trey. Teams realize the value of Trey, and they'll do it in a different contract that the Bengals don't do, which is another thing that I don't understand why they don't try and do these different loopholes and stuff with the contract, because you can take less hit on your salary cap, and you can spread the money out, or you can do it all one big thing, a cash option. There's so many different ways, and I'm not a math guy at all. There's so many different ways they can do this stuff, and it's just like, oh, we do it this way, and that's all we're doing. You hit 30, can't do it. Like, that's where I'm like, you changed so much. You have a championship team, and you're letting them slip through your fingers, one player at a time. It's like a death with 1,000 cuts. It sucks, and I'm hoping we have a better chance there. Natty Ron says to him, Duke lied. I don't necessarily believe that. I think because look, this is what I think. I have no inside at all. That Max Crosby deal screwed the Bengals. Trey saw that, and his agent saw that going, I got more sacks than he does the last 2 years, which he does. I should get that. And the Bengals like, whoa. We weren't thinking that much money. They guaranteed him $91 million. Guaranteed $91 million. No matter how long he plays, he gets that money. It's guaranteed. That's a lot of damn money. And I think Trey came in there like, look, I got better stats than he's had the last 2 years. This is probably Trey's last shot to get a big contract. It is. He'll be, if he signs, a 3 or 4, he'll be, 30, 33, 34 years old when this next contract's up. This is it. This is his last shot to get a big contract. So I totally understand why he would say, hey, Max got that. What about me? Why can't I get that? And the Bengals, I don't think we're anywhere close to that. This is where, and like I said this yesterday, the Raiders, I think, overpaid by a ton. Because Max Crosby is the highest non-paid quarterback in the league now. I don't even know who that was before that. It's probably, I think it was Justin Jefferson. He's getting wide receiver money. And I know we need a defensive end. But I'm just shocked that he got that much money. And that's, in my opinion, once that happened, the Bengals went, oh, crap. And we can't come here close to that, which they could. But it goes back to what Duke said back in January at the Senior Bowl. I think he told Kelsey Conway, we can't have, the highest paid players at every single position, which he'd have to have. He's going to have the highest paid player at wide receiver in Jamar Chase. And he could have the highest paid player at defensive end in Trey. They're willing to pay Jamar. They're not willing to pay Trey. Let's see. All right, let's get back into this. Where are we at here? I'm getting too old. Iceman, this is frustrating. You're getting too old. I'm with you there. It's hard to be optimistic as a fan, knowing that the ownership is frugal. And the thing is, it sucks for me because I've been defending them, and I can't defend this. I'm just hoping they got a plan, a good plan. P, I'm going insane too. Ice, why don't they want to win? That's what drives me nuts. If they spent, it's like, don't you remember? It wasn't that long ago. 21-22 went to the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship game. Don't you guys remember how much money you made from ticket sales and all that different stuff? And people were actually respecting you as an organization, not calling you cheap and daddy and all this other stuff. And I was having fun on the internet, proving everybody wrong. So yeah, we're changing. And then you don't want to pay Trey. Trey only gets $18 million. Hell yeah, I would want to dip knowing I get over 22. Yeah, exactly. This is the last shot at a big contract, so honestly, I don't blame him. No, I don't blame him at all. Was there? Trey is awesome pass rusher, but he leaves a lot to be desired in the run game. Crosby, a great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I agree with the stranger. I do. Yeah. The overall Max Crosby and Myles Garrett are better all around defense. But Trey, like I said, Trey is a pass rusher. And that's the thing. And that's what the Bengals are going to come back at him. Like, well, you're not Myles Garrett, you're not Max Crosby because you aren't a good run stopper. And you don't really, he does drop off, but he doesn't really cover too many people. He's just a pass rusher. But he's a damn good pass rusher. So that's where he's not. I don't think anybody's giving him Max Crosby money. I think he's more like 30, 35 million instead of 27 to 28 where the Bengals were. Just me throwing numbers out there. Dustin, somebody said the Bengals potentially offered a 1-year extension. I don't know. I haven't seen that. You might be right. I was saying a 2-year, which would make it 3 because you add on to the one he had to keep him for 3 years. And honestly, I wouldn't go any farther than that with Trey. I would just add on 2 more years. I wouldn't. If they really did come at a 1-year contract, that's just a slap in the face, to be honest. I mean, it is. And James Rapine said this: you can make the 3rd year a team option or whatever. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with that. Esther, I will see Jamar tomorrow, and I want to ask him stuff, but I won't. I'm respectful. Hey, let me come with you. I'll ask him. Just kidding, Esther. Tell the Blaze, why do we have to go through this every year? I wish everything would run smooth and get everything done like other franchises. We are the only franchise that drags our feet on contracts. Cowboys. Go talk to Cowboys fan. They're frustrated too. I want Bosa. I'm with you, Chandler. I'll take Bosa. I mean, I'll take Bosa on a incentive-laden contract because he's only played, I think, in 19 games the last 2 years. So I'd like to get him. Let's see here. Thus, the report said they were super far apart to the point Trey flew by himself to Cincinnati. Yeah, I know he did fly here yesterday. Yes, that James Rapine reported that he flew here yesterday to meet with him, and that's how the meeting ended. He was getting, they gave him permission to get traded. And again, I'll look. The Bengals have control of Trey. I will put this out there. I will be shocked and pissed off if they just traded for a 3rd-round pick. I don't think they will because the Bengals know what they have. And the Bengals are stubborn enough to make him come back and play in that 1 year. They are. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do that. So I don't think the Bengals are going to just give him away because he's under contract and he's under their control. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be very interesting. This weekend, I'm hoping this weekend we hear something about T getting signed. Hopefully Trey getting signed and not trading him, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I've been on for 38 minutes. Just want to do a little half-hour lunchtime rant here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that cool stuff. I'll be back on live today with John Sheeran. Hopefully, we'll have some better news. Shout out to my sponsors. I got to throw them up there on this. Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Make sure you give them a call, 513-430-6114. Hail Marys, your ticket to the game. Right there in the heart of Cheviot and Meyer Windows and Doors. www.meyercincinnati.com for all your windows and door needs. Other than that, it's still for me, Who Day for life until I die. I made it through the 90s. I'll make it through this. Hoping they get a Lombardi before I die. I'm hoping it's this year. Pray that they get this right. Pray. Please, God. Please. See you at 5:30. That's your sports, baby. See ya!
Weekday nights, the city roars. Tune in loud, turn up some more. Cincinnati show, it's time to play. Sports with strawberry ice today. sharp, don't be late. TTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ices on the mic, energy, it's pure delight. Every touchdown, every goal, feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Every touchdown, every goal, feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Feel the crowd, it's electric now. Shouting loud, they all know how. CTV got what we crave. Sports with ice, it waves and waves. Tigers strike and Bengals roar. Every game we want some more. Tune it in and feel the thrill. Strawberry ice, he's giving chills. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. TTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ice, he's on the mic, energy, it's pure delight.